All right, hi everybody. Captain Kirk here again. Today I am in Rockingham County, North Carolina, just outside of the city of Mayo at the Mayo River State Park, one of the newer parks in the state system. Probably 10 years old or less. It's a nice little area. It's got growth coming. They've got two trails here, Fox Trail and the Mayo Mountain Trail. I'm not sure what the individual trail distances are, but together, if you do them both, it's about 3.8 miles. So it'll get you some steps in, maybe 300 feet of elevation gain, and there's no big views. The Mayo River Trail does have a path, does go down near a creek. It's a pretty area, but most of it is just big, mature hardwoods. The Mayo River Trail side, they did a control burn last year, so the undergrowth had been cleared out, but it is really greening back up this year, coming back in real nice. So it's a pretty little trail. For me, it is close to home, so I can get me some steps in. It's late in the evening. It's about 95 outside. I think the index was 101. So got plenty of water. Just trying to get my exercise in for today. And I will show you a little bit of the trail here as move along. I'm about 1.5 miles in on the Fox Trail. Get down the hill a little bit here and we'll jump over on the Mayo Trail. I kind of do them in a figure 8 and then wind back up at the truck. So let me, I'll jump off here and turn the camera around here in a minute and show you what it looks like. This is the little creek area here. Pretty rocky. Got a little water flowing in it. This is on the Mayo Mountain Trail side, or the Mayo Mountain Trail. This section runs along the creek bottom. Kind of follows the creek up, and then we'll start gaining, moving away from the creek, getting a little bit of elevation up the hill, and then it just makes the turn back up on top of the ridge and heads back down toward the main park. But so kind of a look here what the trail has. Higher we get up, the woods open up a whole lot. Like I say, a lot of big mature hardwoods up in here. Get one more little video in here on the lower side of the Mayo Mountain Trail. This is just redone this little bridge over. It's basically a ditch line. It's only got water, I think, when it rains hard. Kind of see up the hill. Barely make out the horizon up there. So we're probably 200 yards from the top of the hill. And if we swing back down toward the creek, we've worked up probably 150 yards up the hill from the creek. So about halfway up the side of the ridge. And we're just making our way along. And it gradually climbs to the furthest point away from the park. Then you kind of turn up the hill, and then it's just a nice cruise back down the ridge, back down to the parking area. So the sun's got me right here a little bit. About 5 o'clock in the evening. So it's very much cooler in shade. I'd say it is probably starting to, temperature's probably starting to drop a little bit now. So a little wood carved bench out of that tree that fell. A few little rocky sections through here. It's all pretty rooty, lots of roots. I'll pick back up when we get up on top of the ridge here. All right, here we are up on top of the ridge. Again, this is the Mayo Mountain Trail. We're headed back toward the main park, kind of circling the loop. Like I say, we came up the creek bottom side, and now we're headed back down the ridge, headed in. There's not a whole lot of views here, so just give you a couple really pretty wooded shots. You can see some of the burn on the logs and a few trees from the prescribed burn last year, but like I say, the green undergrowth has really popped back out this year. Last year, after the spring when they burned, it was pretty bleak looking. It didn't have a whole lot of growth, but it's really come back out good this year. Yep. We'll make our way on down. Probably get back to the ranger station. I'll give you a shot of what the rest of the park looks like. They're kind of up on the hill overlooking the pond and the shelters. I'll give you a quick look at that. All right, just in case you were to come, here's the numbers. The Mayo Mountain Loop is 1.8 miles. This is the loop side. I just came down off the top of the ridge, and if you keep going this way, you'll circle back to the creek. There's another trailhead that takes you to a little parking lot, probably 100 yards over to the parking lot. And this path is the connector, and you can see it's only probably 20 yards across here. This is the connector between the Fox Trail and the Mayo Mountain Loop Trail. So let's ease over here, and the Fox Trail signage is 1.9 miles. So that's their official distances. All I've got to do is finish this little section up back down to the parking lot. That'll end my hike for today. I'll pull the numbers up on today's exactly, but normally it's like 3.75 miles. It varies by not even a tenth every time I come, I think. So I'll jump back on when I get down here to the parking lot and give a little recap. All right, we're done with the hike here at Mayo River State Park. It was 3.91 miles, did 348 feet of elevation gain, and it's really hot, and just kind of cruising around did it an hour and 14 minutes. So maybe about 10 minutes slower than normal, and for some reason I gained a tenth. Most time it's 3.7 to 3.8. I'm not really sure how I get off on the distance. It may be the GPS and a little bit poor phone signal here, but I don't know if we'll just turn around here and look into the sun. Probably can't see. It's a lower parking lot down this way and a shelter back over here that I think you can call them or go online and rent. Come around to this side and you've got a bathroom facility, a lower parking lot, and the pond area. The pond also stretches all the way back around past that lower parking lot. I don't know, I can't hardly see my screen, so we'll see how this turns out in the video. And then we come on around here, and the ranger station and all. Their staff, when the gates are open, there's somebody here. But like I say, it's a fairly new place. It's really nice, really quiet. It's a good little getaway. Like I say, for me, it's close to the house. They do have group camping with maybe 1 or 2 sites, I think. There's not a lot of sites, but there's no single campsites for campers or just individual tent camping. Hopefully that'll be coming down the road. But that's kind of a wrap for today. Again, it's Mayo River State Park, Mayodan, North Carolina. Thanks for watching.